money, dog. Please don't get the involved. Ain't nobody running off rules to them.
It's week 6 of the NFL, and we're in for a show from Anthony Richardson. You can't ask for much more than his last game, a 5-touchdown effort. It's the Colts and the Bears, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the veteran quarterback out of Michigan State. The former Spartan, it's Kirk Cousins.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Off the play fake, Cousins. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. You look at this Colt defense. They find themselves just a couple of spots outside of the top 10 defending the pass, number 12 in the league.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains. Cousins now to throw on first down. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. Well, this defense for the Colts, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game, because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. And a return across midfield into the 46-yard line. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, the turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that.
Thank you.
I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
It was T.J. Edwards who brought him down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's 2nd and 10. Richardson working from the gun. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Pittman. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, here's Richardson. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Kyler Gordon picks it off, and the Bears are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Cousins now on second down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. You look at this Colt defense. They find themselves just a couple of spots outside of the top 10 defending the pass, number 12 in the league.
So I'm prepping for this game. I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And?
Too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Cousins steps away to his left, and he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. Blake Gillikin on to punt here as he'll send this one away. Back deep for the Colts, Nyheim Hines. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. And they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Richardson looking to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
On the tackle there, Zach Sealer out of Ferris State. The Colts at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 14 yards that time and a first down on the keeper. It looked like almost some miscommunication defensively because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball. But the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
He was certainly quick to atone for his early game interception. Instead of making another mistake forcing something, he reset himself and found a lane to pick up the first down.
Now a toss play. It's Hines. Oh, nice move. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That good for 22 and a first down.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been a running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And they'll go to the air now with Richardson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Second and 10. Richardson to throw off play action. is going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up third down. No score after one on EA Sports. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on third and long. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. And the defense coming through on third down. A loss of 7 to bring up fourth. Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. And he'll try and throw here on the fake. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. Here comes the offense again, and let's focus on Josh Jacobs for a moment. And we check the rushing numbers so far here into Week 6, and the returns have been really good. Now, you're starting to hit that stride middle of the season toward the end. They're certainly hoping they can keep up this production.
They are, because one of the adages in the NFL is that defense travels and defense endures even in bad weather, right? You know what else does? A good running game. And people want that, especially as you head down this stretch. You may play outdoors in some nasty stuff. You're trying to get to the playoffs. This is the time to get it going. And individually, I don't think you should just think about 1,000 yards either. The bar has to be set higher with this beginning.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Quiddy Pay coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. Here's Blake Gillikin now. And this returnable for Hines. A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the shotgun, Richardson. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
And that one on the rookie, Charles, maybe a little too overeager.
You know how many times about the quarterback having to have a clock in his head and make sure the ball gets away before the rush gets there? When you're a pass rusher, you have to know when the ball is gone and make sure you don't hit the quarterback afterward. I know he's trying to make a play, but that time, he ends up drawing the flag.
Give him 4 yards there on the 1st down keeper.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, he pulled it and got good yardage himself.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
Now Richardson back to throw it. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
There he goes, and for good reason. Running with it has paid dividends earlier in this game and earlier on this drive. And until they prove they can stop him, I don't think he's going to be shy about continuing to run for 1st downs instead of airing it out.
Richardson to the air on 1st down. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the 1st half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to fool them. Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
That complete to Downs. That'll give them 8 that time, and it'll be 2nd and a couple.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 14-yard line.
Now it's Hines. And he can't quite get there, tackled down at the 1. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up first and goal.
How many times do we say in this game is speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways. In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Anthony Richardson with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Colts post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. Yeah, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week, and you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Second down, Jacobs once more. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. And now a stoppage, and looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. The Bears on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a third and... Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Amani Hooker.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. The drive will start with an option going left. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They run with Hines. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Richardson will keep it once again. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Anthony Richardson with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Colts have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Chicago offense set to get started. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp. and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's fourth down. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Offense back out. We take a closer peek at the dual threat back, Nyheim Hines. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had. Right. Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. Well, obviously they never want to see penalties on that defense, but this one a little bit more significant there on the downfield pass play.
And coaches preach it all the time. You can't put yourself in that kind of position if you're the defender. You've got to stay in a spot far downfield where you can play the ball without creating extra contact.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27. Now it's Richardson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Here we go.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2.
19 Tiger.
Here's Richardson to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown Colts. Jelani Woods as the first half is winding down. And the Colts would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now 21-0. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Cousins. And that went to the right side and incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
And the third interception thrown by Cousins. Picked off by Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker. Well, there are several factors at play for why they face this deficit right now, Charles, but that's now 3 interceptions that he has thrown and just giving the football away pretty careless here in the opening half.
Yeah, I know that all of our parents taught us to share as youngsters, but in this game, you don't want to share with the other team. Keep it for yourself. Keep it for your team. Got to cut down on all of those throws, those errant passes, if they hope to get back into this game.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. So here are the Colts to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Richardson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. This is Hines. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 69 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave them with a 2nd and just a few inches left. On the option left, Richardson. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. He'll grab 3 yards on the play, taking it himself for the first down.
It's a gain of 3. First down, Indianapolis.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Here's Hines. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 9.
Ready.
Richardson. And this one is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
60 Eagles, 18, Pioneer. Ready.
Richardson out of the shotgun. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
A little bit of finger pointing and heavy discussion going on in the defensive backfield. It's man coverage, but they leave a guy wide open. They've got to be counting their lucky stars at this ball.
And a fake here. Direct snap to the up man. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Bears will get the football back. Boy, that's asking a lot of your punt team there, and they were not able to deliver.
It's asking an awful lot of the punt team there because if it's 4th and 4, 4th and 3, you've got a chance, right? That's a manageable distance to try and pick up when you're running a fake, but when that number's actually been in the weight room and it's pumped up like it was, that's difficult to do, all right? So you might even think to yourself, if I left my offense on the field, would they be able to pick that up? You could run a nice play and not get that distance.
2nd down, Jacobs once more. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field.
Set up.
Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Richardson looking to throw this. Flushed out right. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
At least this time he's getting hit after a positive play for his offense. The pressure was coming through yet again, but he certainly didn't stick around for the sack on this occasion. Found an escape route and ended up getting the first down before taking the hit.
And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
It's a gain of 5.
On second down, here's the option. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They'll run for it with Hines. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
Where they were on the field, kind of no man's land. Do you like the call?
I love the call. Almost had to go for it there, right? Because of what you just described. Too far for the field goal, too short for the punt. You might punt in the end zone and just give him good field position anyway. Let's go for it. Plus, they were moving the ball. They had confidence that they could pick up this last bit of real estate.
So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
Well, his completion percentage continues to rise with that one, but sometimes you want your completion percentage to go down. Maybe you should have thought about throwing that one away.
I was just going to say, it is easier said than done, but that's where you maybe bury it at his feet, make sure he doesn't catch it.
Great call right there. Put it near the receiver.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch it. Back now at Soldier Field. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. From the gun, here's Cousins. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
The Bears on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now Cousins. Oh, had his hands on it. Couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. To the air again, it's Cousins. And there's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync.
Touchdown, Chicago! DJ Moore, 34 yards. And the Bears are finally on the board here in the fourth quarter. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a two-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw. Richardson. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll roll him out right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. The Colts send out their punter. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Dancing away at the 30. Breaks the tackle. Now rally. We'll call it a 42-yard punt. 40 on the return. And the Bears take over. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Looking for the out route, and he's got more. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a 4th.
It's 2nd and inches at the 42-yard line.
A give, it's Jacobs off the option. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 54 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Cousins now from the 50. And there's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Dayo Odengbo just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Looking downfield for Jones. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. They'll start with the option. Richardson hit it, he fumbles it. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
And they're going to speed things up here. Working out of the gun, Cousins. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. To throw, Cousins. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Bears 1st down. No problem there. They get the first by plenty on 4th and inches. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have the Bears 1st down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Cousins. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
They'll come to the line. This is 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And the Colts are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. And they'll begin by running the option. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Richardson will keep it once again. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Hines. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down. And that should be the one that finishes this game off. They run again with Hines. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4 on 2nd down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. On 3rd down, Hines. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. On 2nd down now, it's Hines. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory.